In this video, I'll be discussing the second method used for expressing bearing. Expressing bearing with this second method starts with a north-south line and uses an acute angle to show the direction, either east or west, from this line. Either north or south always comes first, followed by an acute angle, and then east or west. The bearing from Atlanta to Macon is south 27 degrees to the east, and the bearing from Macon to Augusta is north 63 degrees east. An automobile traveling at 60 miles per hour needs an hour and a quarter to go from Atlanta to Macon and an hour and three-quarters to go from Macon to Augusta. We want to find the distance from Atlanta to Augusta, and we'll round our answer to the nearest hundredth. So let's see how we use this new bearing method. So we're starting in Atlanta, and then we're traveling to Macon on a bearing of south 27 degrees to the east. We're going to start with a south line, and then from this south line, we want to rotate 27 degrees to the east, and that's going to be to the right. So 27 degrees. And the bearing from Macon to Augusta is going to be north 63 degrees east. So we're going to start with a north line. And then from this north line, we're going to rotate 63 degrees to the east. So that east is going to be to the right. And that gets us to Augusta. We need to find the distance from Atlanta to Augusta. They also tell us that the car is traveling 60 miles an hour and needs 1.25 hours to go from Atlanta to Macon. So distance being equal to rate times time, the distance from Atlanta to Macon is going to be 75 miles. And that same car traveling at 60 miles an hour needs an hour and three-quarters to go from Macon to Augusta. So that'll be 105 miles. And once again, we need to prove that we have a right triangle. I also see that I need to label here this bearing of 63 degrees. We're again going to use the fact that our south line and our north line are parallel to each other, and this blue line is a transversal cutting those two parallel lines. Therefore, alternate interior angles are congruent, making this little portion right here 27 degrees. If we add 27 degrees with 63 degrees, we get 90 degrees. So I'm going to do a breakout triangle to the side. Here's our right angle. This is 75 miles. This is 105 miles, and we're looking for x. Again, in this example, we don't even need trigonometry. We can just use the Pythagorean theorem to find the third side of our right triangle. 75 squared plus 105 squared is equal to x squared. We'll plug that into our calculator, and we get that x is equal to 129.03 miles.